Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
Today, John.
I thought you'd never ask. It's Tuesday. Today is the 28th day of January. Today is National Blueberry Pancake Day. It's also Data Privacy Day. Shouldn't every day be Data Privacy Day, you'd think?
You would
always
think.
want that to be pretty private. National Have Fun at Work Day. Woohoo!
Every day is Have Fun at Work Day.
We are doing that for sure. National Kazoo Day and Plan for Vacation Day. So it's a good day to plan for vacation. Didn't we just talk about Plan for Vacation Day? Or am I having deja vu?
I think you're having deja vu.
Didn't you
I don't
just
remember.
say that? Just kidding.
Wow.
No, it's Plan for Vacation Day, so you should plan a vacation. Or
We
two.
have two
Oh,
plans.
yeah, that's right. We're going to somebody's wedding and we're going to an event, so... although I do want to do at least one more. So can we work on that?
No,
Okay.
we can't.
It is a Tuesday, and we've got Tuesdays with Charlie coming up in just a bit. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Student loan debt is out of control for many people. Are you one of them? The average graduate walks away with anywhere from $25,000 to $40,000 in student loans. Believe it or not, 2% even manage to owe over $100,000 by the time they graduate. If you have several different student loans, let us consolidate them into one loan and one payment at singlestudentloan.com. If you have only one student loan, we may be able to offer you a better rate to help you get that loan paid off sooner at singlestudentloan.com. That's singlestudentloan.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A study published by the Journal of Medical Ethics found that men can still be effective sperm donors after they die. That's kind of crazy.
Oh.
I'm not exactly sure how much longer. If it's just like right after, I'm not exactly sure. There is a...
Who's got to get
I
it out?
don't know how all of that
And
works.
what's that process
I don't really know. I don't know. I can tell you some of the comments online about this were...
Sorry.
Can you turn your text thing
I
off?
will
Yeah.
right now.
Somebody
I apologize.
reaching out about the awful things you've said on the radio today. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At BetterCreditCards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Tired of her husband's drinking habit, a Mexican woman decided to make him think he had become allergic to booze by lacing his beer with natural laxatives like castor oil and plum extract. After consulting various internet pages and forums, Michael N., a young woman from, maybe it's Michelle, I can't, probably. It's spelled differently. Devised a plan to make her husband, Jose, quit drinking. She managed to get a hold of a mixture of castor oil and plum extract to start putting a few drops into his beer bottles to achieve a mild, gradual laxative effect. Jose later told police that he found it a bit strange when his wife offered to pop open the beers and bring them to him. She thought, that's kind of weird. These things started working their magic on him, and she convinced him that, you know what? I think you're allergic to alcohol. Turns out, no, that's not what it was at all. She was taken into custody by police and will most likely face charges for this. So it's a bad idea. It's what happens, though, when, I don't know, maybe it was his bowel that was on drugs. The story is on TimeForRehab.com.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Matthew McConaughey and Hugh Grant have a new film called The Gentleman. It hit theaters last weekend. The Gentleman is about an American who opens a marijuana business in London. So Matthew McConaughey, he has a couple of drug movies now, doesn't he? Because I remember another movie where it was something about drugs. So I don't know. That's interesting. No, I think maybe 3 movies because he was in that one, that All Right movie too.
Okay.
So anyway, The Turning officially hit theaters as well. This is a film that tells the story of a nanny who takes care of 2 disturbing orphans. It looks kind of creepy. And then Brad Pitt and I'm sorry, I didn't say that other word. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston reunited backstage at the 2020 SAG Awards last week. Pop culture fans continue to swoon over the possibility of those two maybe getting back together. And if this matters to you, seek help immediately.
I
you.
really don't think so.
Thank you very much for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
It's a new year. Have you made a resolution to quit drinking or to finally get away from drugs for good? These are both habits that are hard to kick, but you can do it. We want to help you. TimeForRehab.com is here to help you find the help you need with your particular situation. If you want to make this year the year you get the help you need to live a normal life again, start with a little help from us at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now, your scoop of the day brought to you by FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. The nation's doctors are strategizing a way to deal with the coronavirus after one isolated case found in Washington state last week.
Right.
So they're saying, okay, what do we do if this takes off?
Right.
And they're working on a plan. Lucky Charms is coming out with a new marshmallow in honor of St. Patrick's Day. That's pretty cool. Lucky Charms, remember the cereal?
How is it there hasn't already been something
know.
for? Is it what is it?
I'm not sure. It just says that they're coming out with a new marshmallow in honor of St. Patrick's Day.
Is there already a 4-leaf clover? Is it a 4-leaf clover?
Know.
I don't know either, but now I have to know.
I will click the story. It's going to open here while I'm reading the next one. So we'll come back to that in a second because my computer is so slow. I might need to close one of the 97 tabs I have open here. A lot of stuff going on this computer. The National Weather Service is reporting that iguanas have been freezing and falling out of trees in Florida because of the unexpected cold front.
That's so
I saw these photos
sad.
on the interweb last week.
That darn global warming.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Harvey Weinstein did not use his walker to get into court on the first day of his trial. So he had been using this walker.
I think he got enough flack from everybody saying, whatever, dude, come on.
So apparently things are better for Harvey, at least in that area.
Good for him.
Legal experts are saying that Lori Loughlin's daughter could testify against her mother in court if she wanted to.
Well, she could.
She could.
Won't.
Well, she might. You just don't know.
Why would she?
I don't know. We're going to swing back to that other story here now. We had talked about this, and then Heidi asked me a whole bunch of questions that I didn't know any answers to.
Inquiring minds have to know. This is a big deal, John. It's a new marshmallow.
So, according to this, Lucky Charms adding a new marshmallow shape for St. Patrick's Day, and it looks like four-leaf clovers, maybe. Yeah, kind of looks like it.
Green 4-leaf clovers.
It's the first new marshmallow shape in 10 years. And
how is it possible that those were not already in there? That's
special edition boxes
to me.
Featuring original pots of gold, green shamrocks, and a brand new golden coin marshmallow. So those were already there. So it's a golden coin. So I'm looking at these, and it doesn't really look like a golden coin to me. It just looks like a little yellow disc. Is that what it is? So it says golden coins are to follow up the unreasonably adorable, a unicorn marshmallow, which launched in 2018. It was the first marshmallow shape in 10 years. Okay, so that was, not this one.
Okay.
I jumped ahead. So anyway, then they also had one box that was just marshmallows. They did that.
I did see that. That is such a bad idea.
It's a diabetes in a box right here. So sorry if you're a fan. But yeah, and I'm a fan too. I just know I can't have that much. That's going to do it for your scoop of the day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Oh, one quick story to throw on the end here.
Okay.
Justin Bieber was spotted in Queens, New York, buying a gluten-free pizza.
Okay.
I don't know why that's news. But think about this. Somebody went to school for journalism, and that's their job, to follow him around. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Student loan debt is out of control for many people. Are you one of them? The average graduate walks away with anywhere from $25,000 to $40,000 in student loans. Believe it or not, 2% even manage to owe over $100,000 by the time they graduate. If you have several different student loans, let us consolidate them into one loan and one payment at singlestudentloan.com. If you have only one student loan, we may be able to offer you a better rate to help you get that loan paid off sooner at singlestudentloan.com. That's singlestudentloan.com. com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone and we call my father-in-law for this little thing we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
How you doing, Charlie?
Well, I don't know. It's too early to tell.
Too early to tell? Well, the week will get better as we go along. How's that sound?
I hope so. Can't get any worse.
Well, what kind of cool stuff are we going to learn about today?
Yeah, well, this first little thing I've told you a couple times, I'm going to tell you again anyway.
Okay.
Back in the day, the ancient Romans used powdered mouse brains for toothpaste.
Oh, yeah, I do remember you telling me that. It was gross before, and it's still pretty yucky.
Well, they tried to flavor it with charcoal and bark, but I don't think that helped. I don't think
Charcoal and what?
Bark.
Oh, bark.
Yeah.
Ew.
Ugh. Nothing sounds good about that.
No. Hey, you ever watch Jeopardy?
I have, yeah.
You know that contestants are not allowed to bet $69, $666, $14, or $88 or $1,488 during Final Jeopardy.
I wonder why. I understand some of those.
I understand some of them, yeah, but I don't understand 14 or...
Huh.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
I'll have to do a little super sleuthing to see what those numbers mean.
Yeah, me too, because now I want to know.
My staff let me down on that, so I'll let you check it out and see what's going on. Maybe I'll hire you to do this.
Hey, there you go.
I'll pay you the same pay you pay me.
I can't afford to do it for that.
Hey, then, without its smell, coffee would have only a sour or bitter taste due to the organic acids.
Really? So it's the smell that makes it taste good?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that.
You can test this by holding your nose as you take a sip. I'm going to do that later.
I am too.
I don't have any coffee in front of me because I'm talking to you, but as soon as I get done, I'm going to go try that. See what happens.
Huh.
Hey, then in 2019, that was just last year. How odd. The grasshopper swarm that invaded Las Vegas was so bad that it appeared on weather radar.
Whoa, really?
I don't remember our friends.
I don't remember hearing anything about that.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll verify that with our friends that live out there.
Huh.
Say, how come you didn't tell me that?
Exactly.
Boy, they'll be chewing somebody's butt here. Here's something that's going to be coming real soon. Human composting, an alternative to burying or cremation, will become legal in Washington State starting May 2020.
Wow. So you just put your loved one in your garden?
I just throw them out there and throw some leaves on them. I don't know.
Oh, wow. That's kind of weird.
Think how much cheaper that'll be.
Honestly, what do you need the whole pomp and circumstance thing for? I think it's ridiculous. Seriously, I do. You're dead. It's not like it's, I don't know. I'd be fine with that.
Throw you in the ocean, let the sharks eat you. Then you don't have any problems.
That is one other way.
That. Makes more sense.
Sure.
A lot of people are full of plastic, though, and then you'd just be throwing more plastic in the ocean. And...
Hey, Bob, did you taste that guy? No, I don't like him. Hey, then I got one last thing here for you.
All right, what do you got?
Instead of Once Upon a Time, many Korean folk tales begin with back when tigers used to smoke.
No kidding. Wow. Well, I'm glad the tigers quit.
I can't wait to read my nephew a bedtime story.
Hey, are you ready for a question from us, Charlie?
Oh, okay, I'll do one.
All right, snails. You know the little snails, the little slimy little fellas?
Yeah.
How many teeth does a snail have?
32.
No, some have up to 14,000 teeth.
What? A snail does?
Yeah. It says snails can have up to 14,000 teeth, and some snails can kill you.
What?
Yeah.
Well, they got to catch you first.
Run, it's a snail, run.
It's probably why they don't have those scenes in the movies. It came from the deep, very, very, very slowly.
Just a minute, I'm going to finish my beer here, then I'll run here. I think you better have your staff check that out.
I think so too, but
right.
it doesn't seem right. But it's on the internet, so you know it's true.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's where I get my stuff.
Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure. We'll talk to you again next week.
Okay.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. again. It's a little program we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
Want to make your sweetheart smile next month for Valentine's Day? Find some fun, matching shirts at funkymonkeyshirts.com. We have a whole collection of fun shirts for you lovebirds.
My wife rocks.
My man rocks.
We also have many silly shirts that will make you smile any day of the year.
My ex-wife was a trophy wife.
Participation trophy.
Find something fun for a loved one, friend, or for yourself at funkymonkeyshirts.com. That's funkymonkeyshirts.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A pharaoh once slathered his slaves in honey to keep bugs away from him. The pharaohs of ancient Egypt were believed to be literally divine. They were gods on earth, according to them. The word pharaoh itself means great house, as in house of God. In fact, King Pepi II supposedly ruled for about 90 years, thought so highly of himself that he didn't want to be bothered by insects. So he would command one of his slaves to cover themselves in honey to lure the flies away from him. So next time you're having a bad day at work, just remember, at least I don't have that going on.
That was somebody's job.
That wouldn't be fun. Thanks for listening to today's Fun Fact.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At bettercreditcards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Canada. Meghan Markle was spotted in Canada with her two dogs in their first public photo since they left the royal family.
Ooh.
So, here's the thing. When I say they were spotted, they live on a secluded island, from what I understand. So, what this was a press opportunity. Okay, we're going to be taking the dogs for a walk if you want to come snap a photo. It's not like they just bumped into them. Oh, wow. Hey, that's Meghan Markle. Let's snap a photo. So
I really don't care. Honestly,
I don't either.
And really
it
don't
seems
care
to me
at
like
all.
the stories from this are getting more just like bland. Like there's nothing. There's a story. They took their dogs for a walk and we took a photo.
These people
How's that
want
a
to just
story?
live a normal life.
Yeah, leave them alone. And see,
let them live a normal life so they can see what it's like. They'll be begging to come back to the palace.
It gets cold when you step out of the spotlight.
That's exactly right. They will beg. Leave them alone.
This has been a news headline from somewhere in this world.
It's a new year. Have you made a resolution to quit drinking or to finally get away from drugs for good? These are both habits that are hard to kick, but you can do it. We want to help you. TimeForRehab.com is here to help you find the help you need with your particular situation. If you want to make this year the year you get the help you need to live a normal life again, start with a little help from us at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. And it says here, a recent arrest at Palm Coast, a woman bit a deputy, and he wound up in the hospital. It's a weird story. 38-year-old Sherry Saunders was arrested, reported that she slapped one of her housemates. She began cursing at deputies and became unruly while being taken into custody, biting one of the arresting deputies on the leg. This is a lady, not a dog. This is a lady.
Yeah.
A lady. She was a woman anyway. I don't know if she was a lady.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound very ladylike.
Charged Ms. Saunders with domestic battery on a law enforcement officer, and resisting arrest with violence, aggravated assault. During the struggle, she kicked and screamed at officers as they tried to handcuff her, and she bit one of the officers on the right calf. An agency release indicates she refused to unlock her bite on the deputy's leg until another officer had to pull her off.
Super classy.
Yeah, Sherry Saunders, 38 years old. You stay classy. Thanks for listening to today's Weird News. Now, your moment of duh, brought to you by SingleStudentLoan.com. What a weird story. A Florida woman who fed vultures, alligators, and other wildlife behind her gated community home agreed to pay $53,000 to settle a lawsuit brought by the Homeowners Association.
Oh, now typically homeowners associations, I'm like,
yeah,
come
a lot of them are overreaching.
Let it go.
But this
I can see, because you're enticing these animals to come up to, I totally understand this one. This is it says here that she had both nocturnal and daytime feedings that were attracting
all kinds of animals. There were flocks of defecating, vomiting vultures. That's exactly what it says word for word. And raccoons, alligators, and bobcats. The Gulf community borders a wildlife-filled grassy waters preserve. It says if that was the end of it, you could guarantee that, but I'd be very happy, the association said. But they say this is a lady with compulsion. Hopefully she understands the extreme penalty she would be under if this does reoccur. So saying we're hoping this is done.
Right.
But they've been warning after warning after warning. So now she actually has a $53,000 fine. And they're saying that she's been told that she can never feed the wildlife near her home again. She also told the judge that she had not done the feedings now for many months. She's like, no, I quit doing that. Yeah, I'm over that. $53,000, that'll make you reconsider that. That is a weird story. Should have been our weird news, but instead it was today's moment of duh.
When was the last time you got a new credit card? If you have a card that's been in your purse or wallet for a long time, you should check and see if you're getting the best rates. You may find a better credit card that will give you the points you want or cashback options you don't get right now. At bettercreditcards.com, you see all the major credit card companies and their best offers. Let them compete to earn your business. And if the one you have right now is better, keep it. Find a card that's a better fit for you at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it made up just to trick you and amuse me?
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Fake news or Florida? A Florida dog walker was arrested for drunk driving after he rode a horse to pick up his daughter from school. Fake news or Florida?
Fake news.
It is fake news. Although there was a lot going on in that story.
There was too much going on in that story. That's why I said fake news.
I think if it would have been a true story, it probably wouldn't have mattered that he was a Pensacola dog walker.
Right, exactly.
So
that was my first red flag.
So anyway, thank you for submitting that. If you'd like to submit fake news or Florida, you can do that through our website. At the bottom of the page, you'll see a place to contact us at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. And guess what, Heidi?
What, John?
I've got some good news.
Oh, good.
I do indeed. It comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. And I think this is just really kind of a cool story here. The headline says, a mother praises a teen who crashed into her mailbox. So you wouldn't think that makes any sense, but here's what happened. A teenager who crashed into a stranger's mailbox and shows honesty and kindness is being praised by thousands on social media. So there's a photo that says, does anybody know this kid? I believe he's about 16, possibly drives a truck, might live in or around the whatever neighborhood here. He accidentally hit my mailbox and came to the door and owned up to it. He offered me every dollar in his pocket, was extremely grateful when I told him, just keep the money. Then 3 days later, he came back with a plate of cookies and apologized once again. I'm looking for his parents. They should know what an outstanding young man they have raised.
Sweet kid.
And then there's an update. Our families have connected, and we will be on the news because so many people saw this and said, I love it. This is awesome. So this young man, there's the story right here. You can actually see.
What a great kid.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I'll tell you something. If you mess up, fess up.
That's right.
I mean, that is such a simple thing to remember.
Yep.
You're going to have an accident. You're going to, there will be mistakes that happen in your lifetime.
Own up to it.
Yeah, just you know what?
I messed up. This happened.
Didn't mean to.
Yeah.
And this here is such a great story. Crystal Collins is the one who posted
and
the
then to come
story.
back again after they said, don't worry about it. To come back again, amazing young man.
Owen Sullivan is the young man's name. And Owen, you have permission to marry my daughter. Okay. Well, maybe we should meet you first. But I do want our daughter to marry a young man that would take
Exactly.
responsibility like that. Because this kid could have easily said, ooh, boy, I hit a thing. I'm getting out of here. But the roads were icy. It's not like he meant to do this. But what a great story. I've got a link to that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great Tuesday. Thanks for listening.